Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today and do a tag, and this is the 30 questions tag, and I was tagged by Kathy's Life. If y'all don't know Kathy, I'm going to link her video down below. She is a doll. Go visit her and see her answers. So I'm going to jump right into this. Number 1, do I remember my first makeup item? I don't remember my exact first item, but it would have been a Mary Kay item. When they had those little palettes, you had to get the brush wet. They were like watercolors. I loved them. So it was probably those eyeshadows and the blushes, and you bought the little inserts and put them into those pretty pink packages. It would have been something like that. Number 2, describe my perfect mascara, and have I found my perfect mascara? My perfect mascara goes on fast, it thickens, and it lengthens. And I had found my perfect mascara, and it was the Essence Sculpted Volume. But I will tell you, and I don't think I've ever said this on a video, the last couple of tubes I don't think have been as good. Right now my favorite still is the Sculpted Volume, but I am kind of dating around. I'm kind of looking. So if you have a mascara that you love, put that down below. Because the Sculpted Volume, the last couple, I don't know. It just hasn't been as good. Number 3, what kind of coverage do I prefer from a foundation? Full cover that is luminous matte. I like a matte, but I don't like it too flat. I like it to kind of get dewy through the day, not oily looking. And my favorites right now are probably I'm going to cover the dirty up. The Double Wear, I love this because it's a matte that doesn't go flat. It never fails me. And then probably my other favorite is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. There's just beautiful foundations out there. I love the Dior Forever. I love the Lancome Renourshi Lift. I love a lot of them, but I like them full cover. Number 4, my favorite high-end brand, that has to be Lancome, because I just have a soft spot for the Lancome, and I love so many of their products. The Tint a Doll, I love their Renourshi Lift Foundation, I love their Long Time No Shine Powder, I love their Absolute Powder. I love a ton of Lancome products. Okay, what high-end brand have you wanted to try but haven't yet? Okay, I thought long and hard about this, and I really can't think of anything. If I want to try something, I'll take out a second mortgage to try it. But there's really nothing I'm drawn to in cosmetics. With skincare, I have wanted to try Tatcha. I hesitate because of the price. I just don't know if it would be that much better. But I've tried their dewy skin finish, and I love it. So I would like to try more Tatcha. Okay, favorite drugstore brand. Y'all, this was hard because I'm passionate about so many drugstore companies. If I was gonna really narrow it down, I guess it would have to be Milani, because I'm loving their eyeshadows so much. These are beautiful drugstore eyeshadows, and I'm obsessed with their blushes. Their new Make It Last spray doesn't hurt my eyes. It gives me a beautiful, luminous finish, takes the powder look down. I have one of their foundations in my cart, the Milani. It rarely disappoints me. Number 7, do I wear false eyelashes? No, but I've tried. I have a ton of new false eyelashes over here, and I've tried to put them on a couple of times. I'm not great at it. I want to wear them, but I put them on, and they just don't look right. I get them all crooked, and yeah, I haven't perfected them yet, so I will. I have some really beautiful ones over here, but I haven't yet. Okay, next, is there any kind of makeup I can't leave the house without? I'm going to say concealer, because that's the first thing I put on, and it makes a big difference, but I kind of feel like if I put makeup on in one area, it makes everything else look worse, so I'm kind of an all or nothing, so it's always all. Okay, so mascara. I'm going to say mascara, because I can make my eyelashes longer and not make the rest of my face look bad. So I'm going to say mascara. Okay, next, what is my most cherished beauty item? I don't really even have to think about this. These are pretty new, and I love them so much, and that is Z palettes, because I can custom make these to be whatever I want. These are beloved. You put whatever you want in it. When a new palette comes out, I can always look at a single to see if I would rather have a single. Today, I needed a little retail therapy because I have been stressed, y'all. And then this made me second guess that, because I was like, I wanted some grays. I have some grays. I have them in my Z palettes. I have created my perfect palette with this. These are MAC's, Anastasia's, and Makeup Geek's, and they're all perfection. And I love the Sephora Z palette. They're sturdy. They're double-sided. These have quickly become my most cherished, depended on item. Number 10, how often do you shop for makeup? A lot. I shop for makeup a lot, and I've realized in the past month when I was actually making myself buy clothes, I don't get the same joy out of buying clothes, shoes, household items, nothing. I don't enjoy shopping for anything else like I like shopping for makeup. And when I didn't shop for it last month, I missed it. So it is worth it to me to really work that into my budget. It is a joy. It is one of my biggest joys. Y'all get it. I love it and I do it a lot. I would say 5 or 6 times a month I'm shopping, but I shop a little at a time usually. Number 11, do I have a beauty budget or do I spend freely? I have a budget. And however I decide to spend that budget, it's kind of like I was just saying in that last question. Last month, I shot my budget on clothes and shoes, and I did not enjoy that. So yes, I do have a budget. I always have my budget in mind, and if I shoot that budget on something else, my makeup shopping suffers. That budget gets shared, and with dentists, eye doctors, a lot of different stuff. So yeah, I do have a budget, and I'm always keeping that budget in mind, and when the budget's done, I wait for payday. I utilize coupons, reward cards, and sales. Absolutely. I do always have an eye on, is there a sale coming? I never know when Ulta's going to send me coupons, but I like to utilize that. And Ebates. So yes, I always have an eye on the Ebates, the sales that are coming, the coupons that are here, and try to utilize those. What type of products do I buy the most of? I would say eyeshadows. I love buying new eyeshadow palettes and also powders. I have a little bit of a powder obsession, but that kind of rotates. Not long ago, it was foundations. And now it's powders and eyeshadows. Is there a brand that I can't stand? No. There's not one brand that I think is all bad and one brand that's all good. So no, I can't name any brand that I just think, ugh, I hate that brand. Do I have a favorite place to shop for makeup? I would say Ulta's my first. I always go to Ulta first. Yeah, I love this point. So I'm going to say Ulta. Okay, next, do I like trying new skincare products? Not a lot. I have to have a real good, strong recommendation to try something new, a new ingredient that's out. I find things and I'm very loyal. That's pretty much through my life with my dish, my insurance, my bank. I find something and I pretty much stick with it unless a new ingredient comes out. Like THD ascorbate, I've recently added that into my nighttime, my Peter Thomas Roth. When something new comes out like that, I will try it. Okay, favorite Bath & Body brand. Y'all, my favorite Bath & Body brand, it's just a gel. I ignore my body skin with lotions. It's soft soap, mango pomegranate infusions. It's my favorite gel. It is my favorite, and I've tried others. It feels great. It doesn't dry me out. I can get it at my Walmart pickup. I've tried other things, and I always go back to that. Okay, next, if I could only buy from one brand, what would it be? If I'm looking at all the categories, foundations, eyeshadows, powders, everything, I'm going to say Too Faced. I could use the Just Peachy foundation. I could use the eyeshadow of this powder, the concealer. Yeah, I could do a good look with just Too Faced. Okay, number 20. Who do I think has the best packaging? And I'm going to say Dior. I don't have a lot of Dior, but okay, I'm going to show y'all this packaging. I opened the box and immediately fell in love with the packaging of this. I have a lipstick from them. The packaging is so beautiful. Then I have the Dior Forever. It's a nice dirty glass bottle. And I love the packaging on Dior is beautiful. It has a nice heft to it. Every time I open a box with a Dior in it, I fall in love with their packaging. Okay, next, what celebrity do I think has the best makeup? J.Lo. She started the whole glow revolution, I think. She glows better than anybody I know. And her eyeshadow is always perfectly smoked out and perfectly blended. J.Lo. Beautiful makeup. Okay, next, my 5 favorite makeup beauty gurus. The only 2 big people that I follow are Kathleen Lights, and for her, she's beautiful technique. I love her attitude. She is happiness and light and sweetness, and I love her. And then Wayne Goss, and I love Wayne's attitude. He's in, he's out. He gives great makeup technique. So Wayne Goss and Kathleen Lights. 25, am I clumsy at putting on makeup? Not as much as I used to be. When I was relearning how to do my eyes, I was a pretty hot mess for about a year, but not as much anymore. If I have a messy eyeshadow palette though, I can get out of hand real easy and feel real clumsy. But on the norm, I would say that I'm not that clumsy with makeup anymore. I've kind of learned how to deal with fallout. Used to, it was a pretty hot mess. Okay, next, do you use face or eye primers? I use an eye primer if an eyeshadow palette needs help. If my eyeshadow isn't really cutting it, and I know it's going to need help, I will use this. Face primers, I love the luminous primers. The Becca Backlight. I love the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Almost daily, I'm using a luminous primer. Okay, next, what do I apply first? Concealer or foundation? Concealer, always. It's always my first step. Color corrector, concealer, foundation. Every single day. Next, do I consider taking makeup classes? I have, but I probably won't. I get all of my schooling on YouTube. I know a lot of people like taking the Sephora classes. I will never do that. I will never set up a date and go take a Sephora class. I just know myself, I won't do that. No, I don't think that is ever going to happen. I think I'm done with school, y'all. Okay, and last, what do I love about makeup? What do I not love about makeup? It was like magic to me. In junior high, I was like, this is like a magic carpet ride. It makes me feel pulled together. It just makes me feel finished. But then I love the whole experience of it. I love shopping for it. I love getting the boxes in the mail. I love going and looking around the grocery store or Ulta for it. I just love the whole experience. I just think it creates beauty in the world, and I love that. So anyway, those are my 30 beauty questions. Thank you so much, Kathy, for tagging me. I'm gonna link her down below. I'm also gonna tag a couple of people down below. Y'all be sure and check out who I tag, and that's all I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.